Hello and welcome, it's Jiraiya Plays back for another video, and today we're going to be looking at some old Power of the Force figures. Now, I've got a few to go through. Hopefully this guy's going to stay and stand up, so I haven't got to hold him the entire time. Please stand there. Don't move. Thank you. Thank you, Han. So this is the Bespin Han Solo with heavy assault rifle and blaster. That's his DL-44 blaster down there, and that's the heavy assault rifle. These are from the Power of the Force line from around 1995 to 2001, I believe. Obviously, after the original wave of vintage figures came out, I think the last set of figures that came out was 1986, I believe. Could have been the very last remnants of the Return of the Jedi sets, and then we had some droids ones thrown in as well for the TV series droids. So I'll just go over this. We've got Bespin Han Solo sticker here in a lovely foil looking sticker on it. So if we kind of turn it left and right, it's not like a hologram or anything, it's just a foil sticker with a nice rainbow effect on it. I'm a sucker for things like that. Below we've got its Kenner logo right down there in the corner under the bubble. The bubble is very yellow, so there's nothing I can really do about that, hence its age. This was originally from KB Toys in America, hence the $4.99 there. It's part of the Collection 1. I don't know if you can see that. Yes, you can. It's just in the top of the frame there. Collection 1. And then if we turn it around and have a look on the back, I'm not sure if these are part of Collection 1 or not. We've got the Lando Calrissian in Skiff-Guard design, Bib Fortuna, Emperor Palpatine, Luke Skywalker in his Stormtrooper disguise, and one of my favourites, Bosk. They didn't add a proof of purchase. I don't know if we could actually use these for anything. I don't think there was any actual offers you could get with. If you like bought these or whatever, there was an idea that you could cut out these card things here and keep these like bio cards. And Han Solo Bespin figure here, he has a height of 1.83 meters. He's a smuggler pirate. He's a classification human. Rebel Alliance is his affiliation. His weapon of choice is the Blastech DL-44 heavy blaster. And then below here we've got some stuff like a snow speeder. And that's Luke's T-16 Skyhopper. Below there you've got some other things like a checklist of figures you can get as well. And that's pretty much it for this figure. And, you know, I kind of like Han Solo figures, so there's an actual bunch of them in this lineup I will be showing you soon. So let's get on to the next figure. So our next one is from the first line of Power of the Force. I think this was these are the tri-logos, so hence the Star Wars Guerrera de la Galaxias and La Guerra de las Etoiles. So I can't even pronounce those, so I ain't gonna even bother. This is Han Solo in his Hoth gear. He comes with a blaster pistol and assault rifle, and his blaster pistol is here. I think it's pretty much the same weapons as the previous one. Let's have a look. Similar, very similar. The only difference is that there's a strap on that first Han Solo blaster assault rifle type thing. So nothing really to speak of on this figure. It's just a basic orange card. It's got its Han Solo picture down there, and on the back pretty much the same sort of thing with the specs, different figures and stuff. And these are for the 1996 line of orange cards, which are Power of the Force 2 cards. So yeah, this was the first line of them, then they changed into the green cards. Sticking with the Han Solo figures, we've got one of these. This is a Power of the Force. This is a later Power of the Force one, which came with a Comtech chip reader from the, as you can get him into shot, Episode 1 line. So you've got Episode 1 figures here, and they all came with a Comtech chip read card type thing. And you would scan those on your Comtech device, and it would say a phrase, and we'll go over this in a minute. But there's a very nice side profile picture of Harrison Ford as Han Solo, a front facing one there, and then you've just got the figure there. With this one, he just came with his DL-44 blaster. Unfortunately, this one's got a slight crease in the top here. Hopefully I might find another one of those at a later date in better condition. And on the back, it's just got some blurb about Han Solo. Some of the figures that you could get from the original Star Wars line in the Comtech. You've got R2-D2, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Greedo, and some other bits as well, some Rebel pilots and the skiff guards. So if I do come across those, I will try and do a review of those as well. We've got here the lines that Han Solo says on the Comtech. Han Solo, Captain of the Millennium Falcon, Chewie, get us out of here, and great kid, don't get cocky. And he would interact with the Luke Skywalker, so I'm presuming that Luke Skywalker says something as well similar to that. Right, so now on to Han's best mate and his, well, say best mate. We've got, that's funny, the previous one of the Power of the Force in the orange card didn't have a bubble, so I'm going to do these separately. So, I didn't have a bubble stand at the bottom, but this one does. This is Chewbacca with his bowcaster and heavy blaster rifle. I'm guessing that's a similar sort of blaster rifle as the one Han got. This was $2.99 originally at a book sale, wherever that was. I don't know, because I got this off of eBay. Nice picture of Chewie on the front there, and similar as the orange cards. But he has been working out. And that's the thing with these orange carded figures, and a few of the more earlier green carded Power of the Force figures, they all look like they're on steroids. On the back you've got the blurb as usual, some different looking figures than the back of this orange one here. Pretty much, yeah, they've added a few more figures. You've got Yoda on this one here, so they're pretty much the same. There's a nice picture down here of the Millennium Falcon from the Power of the Force 2 line. And interesting enough, this is from Japan, hence all the Japanese kanji and stuff, even though it's in English on the top. So I don't know if this is a, it's not a Triforce logo like this guy, hence the different blurb on it, and because that one's got all English on the bottom of it, interestingly. So yeah, there we go, that was Chewbacca. I'm not going to go through all of his specs and stuff, you probably should know that by now. Then on to Lando in his skiff guard disguise that he wears in Jabba's palace. This is another one that's got a slight crease on the front. That's the only problem with getting stuff off of eBay. If you don't pay for good post and packaging, they will arrive absolutely bent up. This is another one with a hollow foil on the front, and on the back it's the same picture again, just as a regular one. He's a former Baron Administrator of Cloud City. His affiliations are the Rebel Alliance. He's a classification human. Skiff guard. Force pike is his weapon, and that's about it for Lando. But still, it's Lando, so we can't complain. On to another type of figure that we would get in the Power of the Force. These were the freeze frame action slides, and I can't really show you because if I do move this lamp, it's going to not give us enough light. But if I come a bit closer, you can just about make out on the front there. That's a little slide. That's the Endor Rebel Soldier from Return of the Jedi, and it's the scene where they've gone to the shield generator on Endor. They try and blow it up. They all get captured. Yada yada yada. And you could actually put I think you could put these in regular projectors, but they also had like a projector you could buy, which was in the design of Luke's binoculars from the deleted scene in A New Hope, where he's looking at the Star Destroyers shooting at the Tantive Attentive 4, Attentive 5, I can never quite remember. But this is the Endor Rebel Soldier, regardless, with his survival backpack and blaster rifle. It's very cool. And then on the back there is a better, clearer picture of the slide. So it'll probably be one of these guys here. This guy always here, if you watch the clip where he comes out, he always reminds me of the guy that played Quincy. I can't remember Quincy MD, and you'll see what I mean. I can't remember his name. But he was a fascinating sphere of rebel soldier alliancing. If you've ever seen Quincy, you'll get that joke. It's a pretty good picture, actually. On the back of this one, we've got some vehicles, or I should say vehicle. It's a Dewback and Sand Trooper, and then you've got the Jabba the Hutt and Han Solo. I had a Jabba the Hutt, or at least my mum found one in a clear out of one of my cousin's houses, and it wasn't in particularly good state. There was a lot of mould growing on the inside of it. Regardless, here we go. We've got an offer here for the slide folder holder to put all your slides in. So if you're one of those people that like to rip these out the packaging, you can put your slide in the folder. And then below here, there's a shot of some of the figures you can get. And I'm going to get into this guy very soon. Grand Moff Tarkin. He's the next figure to look at. And Tarkin, he comes on one with a foil sticker. Now, I don't know whether or not they actually did this, but I have seen some of the figures. And I think it was on the previous card, there was a Luke in his ceremony outfit. And the one I saw yesterday, I was actually in town with my son, and we went into our local vintage toys in Leicester. They actually had 3 versions of the Luke in his ceremony outfit. One was just a regular one with a non-sticker foil card, and then the next one had a freeze frame slide, which I have never actually seen a freeze frame slide of that one, and the other one was a foil. I think it was a foil, non-foil, and a slide frame. So yeah. But this is quite a nice kind of rendering of Peter Cushing that played Moff Tarkin, or Willard Moff Tarkin. I think it does. It doesn't say it on the back of this one, but his actual first name is Willith, or Willard Tarkin. It comes with the Imperial Blaster, rifle and pistol, which is absolutely ridiculous because you never see him use those in the film. They just kind of packed it with some accessories. It would have been good to get maybe his interchangeable carpet slippers. If you've seen the interview with Peter Cushing, he goes on about how he told George he couldn't wear the black boots that he wears because he had a serious problem with his legs due to his age. But yeah, Peter Cushing, absolute legend in sci-fi fantasy filmography. And if you've seen any of the previous films he's been in, like I think there was he was in one of the Sherlock Holmes films, I believe, and wasn't he also in? Yeah, he was in Dracula. He played Van Helsing in the Dracula films, Hammer House of Horrors, I think, with his best mate Christopher Lee, who was also in Star Wars, the prequels. There we go. And this, I've not took the sticker off because this is on here. This is the $2 sticker. Save $2 now on a Star Wars non-freeze frame figure. And the offer expired in 1998 on the September the 30th. Peel off, and if you can actually peel it off, there's like a barcode on the back there, which I'm not going to peel it off because if I do, I'll wreck the card even more. So there we go. And that was part of Collection 3. And then that's it really, and I've just dropped a load on the floor. The other one was just a reference to the contact chip reader from episode 1, which we'll be going over in the next video, and I'll actually have the contact chip reader so you can hear some of those voice lines. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you see and you see what you like, drop a comment below. If you like the channel and like the things that we've shown today, subscribe to the channel, like and comment on the video, and I shall see you on the next one.